the morning.
Welcome back to our channel. Today is a beautiful day to dive into the absolute madness that is Genoa City. We have so much to unpack, so grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let's get right into the drama. I cannot believe they actually did it. I am literally sitting here typing furiously because I am still shaking from what just went down on our screens. Adam Newman actually walked away. He really did it. After years and years of begging for his father's approval, after jumping through every single hoop Victor Newman ever held up, Adam has officially declared that he is giving up all his rights and shares at Newman Enterprises. I mean, we have all been waiting for this moment since, 2015. We have watched Adam be the ultimate black sheep, the punching bag, the guy who gets thrown under the bus every single time Victor needs a scapegoat. And now, he is done. He walked right into the belly of the beast, looked the mustache in the eye, and essentially told him to take his legacy and shove it. It was the most liberating, incredible television I have seen in months. But of course, Victor Newman is absolutely losing his mind over this, because in Victor's world, you do not get to quit. You only leave when he fires you or destroys you. Victor is furious, and honestly, his reaction is so typical that it makes me want to scream at my television. He is calling Adam's departure a blatant betrayal. A betrayal. Can we talk about the sheer hypocrisy of Victor Newman for a second? This is the man who has manipulated, lied to, and manipulated his kids for decades. But right now, Victor is highly distracted. We all know he is dealing with Nikki's devastating health crisis. Finding out that Nikki has a rapidly growing tumor on top of her severe MS flare-ups has completely rocked Victor to his core. He is terrified of losing his wife, and because he is so stressed and overwhelmed by Nikki's condition, he expects his family to just fall in line and be his loyal little soldiers. So when Adam drops this bomb, Victor takes it as a personal attack during his darkest hour. Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me back up because the Adam stuff isn't even the biggest shocker. The real twist, the thing that actually made me gasp out loud. Adam didn't just walk away to go live a quiet life with Chelsea. Oh no, Adam secretly approached Carl Abbott. Carl Abbott. Am I the only one who thinks this is the most brilliant, toxic, dangerous, and absolute masterstroke of an alliance the writers have ever given us? Adam Newman and Carl Abbott teaming up. It is like mixing gasoline in a lit match. These two have always been on opposite sides of the eternal Newman versus Abbott war, but right now, they are bonded by the exact same thing, a deep, burning, unquenchable hatred for Victor Newman and how he treats people like collateral damage. So let's break down exactly why Carl is so willing to jump into bed with the devil's son. I know some people are loving this dark era for Carl, but personally, I am a little terrified for his soul. But can you blame him? Look at what his family has been through over the last few weeks. Victor Newman literally funded Patty Williams. He paid for her. He put her on that yacht. He orchestrated the entire nightmare that led to Jack Abbott getting drugged and sexually compromised. And because of Victor playing God, Patty was unleashed on Genoa City. She stabbed Jack. She left him bleeding out on the floor of the Abbott mansion. Carl and Diane had to find him in a pool of his own blood. Jack almost died, and Diane was kidnapped and held hostage in a padded room by that creepy Dr. Markham, all because Victor wanted to settle a petty corporate score. And remember when Carl marched over to the Newman ranch to confront Victor? Remember how Victor literally laughed in his face? Victor dismissed Jack's trauma, acted like he completely forgot about the yacht incident, and called Carl a worthless son who was just following in his father's pathetic footsteps. Victor theatrically mocked Carl's threats of revenge. Well, who is laughing now, Victor? Because Carl Abbott is not playing games anymore. Carl has watched his father fight for his life in a hospital bed, and he has watched his mother suffer severe psychological trauma. Carl is angry, he is bitter, and he is totally pushed to the brink. So when Adam Newman comes knocking with a plan to burn Victor's empire to the ground, of course Carl is going to say yes. These two men have been pushed into a corner by the exact same tyrant. Adam is sick of being the disposable Newman, and Carl is sick of the Abbotts being Victor's favorite punching bags. Together, they are an absolute force of nature. They are combining their insider knowledge. Adam knows where all the bodies are buried at Newman Enterprises. He knows the financial loopholes, the vulnerable subsidiaries, the exact pressure points to hit to make Victor bleed money. And Kyle has the added resources and the sheer, reckless anger needed to pull the trigger. They have officially started launching a series of strategic and financial attacks on Newman's business interests, and it is glorious to watch. At first, Victor did exactly what we all knew he would do. He brushed it off. He underestimated them, because Victor Newman always thinks he is the smartest guy in the room. He probably thought this was just a minor annoyance, a little temper tantrum from his outcast son, and the Abbott boy he already laughed out of his office. But the chaos they are causing in the Newman subsidiaries is massive. Stocks are fluctuating, deals are falling through, and the board is starting to panic. Adam and Kyle are hitting them hard, fast, and without any mercy. And suddenly, Victor is waking up to the reality that this isn't a drill. This is a full-blown corporate war, and he didn't even see it coming. I mean, the sheer scale of this attack is unprecedented. We are not just talking about stealing a client or outbidding them on a contract. Adam and Kyle are systematically dismantling the infrastructure of Newman Enterprises. Because Adam built half of those divisions, he knows exactly how to tear them down. And Kyle is using every dirty trick he learned from watching Victor over the years. It is poetic justice. Victor created these monsters. He taught Adam to be ruthless, and he pushed Kyle so far over the edge that Kyle abandoned his own moral compass. Now, Victor has to fight the very demons he created. But here is where I start to get really stressed out. You know Victor Newman. He never takes a hit lying down. Now that Victor realizes the magnitude of this alliance, he is activating every single resource he has to crush them. He is launching a ruthless counterattack, and it is going to get so ugly. The fallout from this corporate war is already starting to expose some really dark secrets. The collateral damage is going to be insane. Think about the rest of the Newman family. Victoria is going to be caught in the crossfire, desperately trying to hold the company together while dealing with Nikki's illness. Nick is going to be torn because he hates the corporate drama, but he also hates seeing his family under attack. Everyone is being forced to choose sides, and it is putting all the Newman family members in absolutely impossible situations. And what about the pressure on Adam and Kyle? I am so worried about them. Yes, I am cheering for them to take Victor down a peg, but at what cost? Victor is going to use every dirty, underhanded tactic in his playbook to punish them. He will dig up their pasts. He will target their loved ones. He will stop at nothing to protect his empire. Adam is risking his relationship with Chelsea and his stability for Connor. Kyle is risking the peace that Jack and Diane have finally found. Jack specifically told Kyle not to go after Victor, to let it go so they could heal. But Kyle is ignoring his father's wishes because his thirst for vengeance is just too strong. He is becoming the exact kind of ruthless player that Jack despises. Sometimes I really contradict myself when I watch this show. One minute I am screaming yes, burn it down Adam, and the next minute I am crying because I know this is going to end in absolute tragedy, because Victor always wins, doesn't he? We have seen this storyline play out before. Remember when Jack tried to use Marco on Charlie? Remember when Adam tried to use the Paragon Project? It never works. Victor always manages to rise from the ashes and crush whoever dared to challenge him. But maybe, just maybe, this time is different, because Victor is distracted. He is so focused on Nikki's failing health, on the MS and the tumor, that his eye isn't fully on the ball. If there was ever a time for Adam and Kyle to actually succeed, it is right now. I know some people in the forums are hating this. They are saying Adam is being a brat and Kyle is being a whiny kid, but I completely disagree. This is the culmination of years of trauma. You cannot expect people to just sit back and take the abuse forever. Victor Newman crossed a massive line when he brought Patty Williams back to town. He literally signed Jack's death warrant, and Jack only survived by pure luck. You cannot do that to a family and expect them to just play nice at the next charity gala. Kyle is justified. Adam is justified. They are toxic, they are messy, but they are absolutely justified in wanting to see Victor Newman lose everything. So what is going to happen next? I am dreading it, and I am here for it all at the same time. Victor is going to retaliate, and it is going to be brutal. I bet he tries to use Diane's past against her. Or maybe he will go after Summer to hurt Kyle. The psychological warfare is going to be off the charts. But Adam and Kyle have nothing left to lose. Adam has already surrendered his Newman shares. He has no ties binding him to his father's approval anymore. He is a free agent. And a free Adam Newman is the most dangerous creature in Genoa City. Buckle up, everyone. This corporate war is going to be legendary. And I will be right here watching every single second of it.